What is up, everybody? It's Amaya. So today's video is going to be my eyebrow tutorial. So I had asked you guys on Instagram whether you would rather see an eyebrow tutorial first or an empties video first. The eyebrow tutorial has 57% of the votes and empties has 43% of the votes. So that is pretty crazy. It came down really close. You guys know I hate doing my eyebrows. One of the reasons I never did an eyebrow tutorial is because I feel like everybody's eyebrows are different. So I feel like everybody does theirs differently, and for a while I had really crazy brows. My brows, as you can see, have been through hell and back. They have gone through a journey, and I'm really actually happy with how they are right now. I really like my current brow situation. It's probably my favorite brows that I've ever had, to be totally honest. So I kind of felt like now was a good time to actually share with you guys exactly what I do, exactly how I do it, and all that sorts of fun stuff. I'm going to be showing you guys how I kind of do a more dramatic slash shaped brow. If I was going to do something for an everyday look, it would be a lot less than this. It would be very, very simple, maybe even just some eyebrow gel, to be totally honest. So I felt like that was not as useful as maybe this would be. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Maybe you'll learn something from this, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Mwah! Well, hello friends. Oh my god, this is my second time sitting down to film this right now, and it feels like complete deja vu because I filmed this entire eyebrow tutorial and I loved it so much, and my camera just, you know, didn't want a camera and just, you know, got rid of all the footage. So, we're redoing it right now. But the intro and the outro of this video, everything like that, will be from the original time that I filmed, because I filmed that part just fine. Just the, you know, the actual tutorial, didn't need to film that. So this is what I look like with no makeup on. You guys don't typically see me with completely no makeup. Typically, you see me with eyebrows on, and that's about it, if anything. So I know brows are so hard because they're so personal, so it's hard for me to give advice that's going to fit to everybody, but one of the best things I can recommend to you is this tool right here. This is like an eyebrow facial hair trimmer majiggy thingamajiggy. I don't know what it's really called, but you just switch it on and it has these little blades right here, and as you can see, like, I'm pressing my finger on them. They're not sharp. This comes in handy so much when you want to trim your eyebrows. So as you can see, I have all this like dark area down here because this is where my brows naturally want to grow. They actually want to grow like down into my nose. And I did let them grow out a little bit for a while. You saw that in the intro, some of my really, really thick brows. But it just looked really harsh on me, really thick. Kind of gave me like that angry sort of look. I wasn't into it, you guys. So I went ahead and reshaped them myself using this. So this is what I use this for. I trim right here. As you can see, it's super easy to use. Just trims all the brow hairs. If you have some up here you want to get, you can totally go up here and trim them if that's your thing. You can really use it for trimming anything. I use it for my mustache area when I don't have time to get it waxed. But I always recommend going to see a brow professional about your brows first. I used to get my brows done and I was just really, really unhappy with how they looked. I didn't like it. I wanted to do it myself. So I just took matters into my own hands because I was so unhappy, and oh my gosh, you guys, it was a learning curve. My brows, as you saw in the intro, went through hell and back. It took a long time for me to really get to something that I really liked and to get my brows to look nice and like they were actually related. For a long time, I had like brows that would stop right here. I had like no brow. One was curved up, one was straight. Like, it was a mess. So for me, it was definitely a learning curve. I went through a lot of bad brow days before I finally got brows that I actually really like now. So I always recommend going to see a brow professional first, but if worse comes to worse, buy yourself one of these and experiment with different brow shapes. The reason why I like this as opposed to plucking for when you're experimenting with new brow shapes is the fact that this just trims the hair. It's going to grow back a whole heck of a lot faster than if you were to actually pluck the hair out. But as far as tweezing goes, I do like heavy tweezing like once every few months, but for the most part I just do little tweezing here and there. I have eyebrow hairs that want to grow all the way down on like my freaking lid, so I just use this to get the little spare guys. These are from Sweep. I know Revlon makes some good ones. There's a bunch of good tweezers out there. Find some that you like. Don't over tweeze. That's another big tip. Don't over tweeze, because you can really mess up your brows. I know people say that all the time, and it gets hard because you don't always realize when you're over tweezing, but I've done it before. You get bald spots and you're like, crap. Luckily, most of the time they do grow back if you haven't over tweezed them for a long period of time. So just be careful when you are tweezing. Also, get yourself a nice pair of cuticle scissors. These are great for when your brow hairs just get a little too long. I'll typically take a spoolie or something like that, brush the brow hairs up, and then see like which ones are sticking over the spoolie and just kind of give them a quick trim. Okay, so now let's get into the actual tutorial. I'm going to zoom you guys up just a little bit closer, and yeah. So I have a little disposable spoolie right here and a bar of soap. I just picked this up from a hotel bathroom the last time I was traveling. As you can see, it's kind of dirty. I've been using it for a while. But a clear bar of soap typically works better, but literally get yourself a bar of soap. This is all you need. I'm just going to mist it with some water, get it all over my light. And then I'm going to go into the soap and start kind of digging in here, I guess. Scraping some soap off. As you can see, it comes off fairly easily. You don't need a ton. So then all I'm going to do is go into the brow hairs and start brushing them into place. If you're someone who wants a really fluffy brow, you can brush them all up. If you want more of a sleek brow where you don't really want to see your brow hairs too much, you can brush them all to the side. I like to do a combination of the two, where I brush up in the front and then I kind of brush them down on the sides like this. Okay, so now all you're going to do is let that dry. It's going to feel a little bit stiff and even maybe a little tacky, but that feeling will go away, don't you worry. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. This is my current favorite brow pencil. It has a nice tiny tip. I have mine in the shade Blackest Brown. Any brow pencil that you like will do. I love the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I like the Winky Lux like brow definer. It has like more of an angled tip like this. This is nice. I used this for a while, but I'm kind of into the smaller pencils again. Okay, so now I'm just going to start at the base of my brow right down here, and I'm going to do soft little strokes like this. The soap in the brows will make the product apply lesser than it would typically anyways, but still use a really light hand. And I'm just going to even everything out right here, make that a nice straight line. And then I'm going to start brushing up to follow the natural shape of my brow. And I'm turning my head as I do this so I can see in my mirror down here all angles of the brow. And then I'm just going to draw a little bit of a tail. I'm just following my natural brow shape. If your brow hairs want to grow out, you want to follow that shape. If they want to grow down, you want to follow that shape. You never want to go against your natural brow shape. And now I'm going in and just kind of shaping everything else out, adding a little bit of product elsewhere, any bald spots where I might need it. And then I'm going to flip it around to the spoolie side and just brush everything out. And then I'm going to go over here and do the same on this side. Odds are, unless your brows are super, super perfect, and if they are, congratulations, you are so lucky, you're going to have to adjust how you do your brows on each side. So on this side, I have to concentrate a little bit more on the outer area and on this area, and here it's a little bit thinner in here, so I have to concentrate more up towards the front, whereas this side's more thicker in the front. Okay, next, I always go in with a pomade or some sort of gel. This is the NYX Eyebrow Gel, which is what I'm going to be using today. This stuff is amazing. It's waterproof. It will last for so long. It does not smudge. It is super pigmented, and I really, really love it. So all you're going to do is squeeze this onto a little palette, or I'm just using my brow powder compact right here. As you can see on the back, I have a bunch of little smudges where I've had this product before. You only need a teeny tiny dot like that. Like, I won't even use all that. This product will last you for so long. Then you're gonna go in with an angled brush. I'm using the Brow Gal by Tonya Crooks, like a little brow brush. I got it in a BoxyCharm, but I also really like this one from Sigma. This is the E75. This was my holy grail for a long time. e.l.f. makes a good angled brush. I think Real Techniques makes good angled brushes. Just experiment and find what you like the best, but any thin angle brush, that's what you want. So I'm just going to go into the palette now and just kind of dip into the brow product and kind of scrape it off. I don't want a whole lot. I'm going to kind of go in on the sides and then scrape it off. And now all I'm going to do is start on the tail of the brow, because that's where you want the most product, and start to slowly feather this into the brow and bring it up front. I'm using the short strokes that I used with the pencil, and I'm just going through and brushing this in as well. Same thing on this side. I'm just feathering the product in, starting on the outer part. I've learned that you never want to put product on just one area. I always put the product everywhere, even if it's just a tiny amount. It helps balance it out. If I were to just put product on the outer part of my brow, it would make everything look a little weird. So I like to make sure that I'm balancing out the product throughout the brow. Okay, so next we are going to carve out the brows. I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Come Correct Conceal Celebrity Concealer. You want to use a thick concealer, so a potted concealer is excellent for this. I've used the Kat Von D Tattoo Lock-It Creme Concealer. That works really, really great. A stick concealer, a pot concealer, something full coverage, that's exactly what you want. I'm going to take this teeny tiny Real Techniques brush right here. I love this. And I'm just going to take some concealer and start to follow the natural shape. I'm going to follow right where we put the product, right along the edge of it, just to clean up any mistakes that we made. Like if I got a little messy, this is the time that you would want to clean it up. And I'm going to go in right here, clean up that arch. This is also going to conceal any brow hairs maybe you missed. You also want to choose a concealer that is your skin tone. You don't want anything lighter. This one's even a little bit darker than my skin tone sometimes, and when I blend it in, it looks just like my skin tone, because you want to conceal things. You don't necessarily want to highlight anything. Okay, so now we are not going to blend that in quite yet. I'm going to take my little Brow Gal palette right here, and this has a bunch of different eyebrow powders in it. Any brow powder, any eyeshadow will work. Just find something that's your skin tone and use it. I just use this because it has my shade in it. It has that nice dark shade in there, which is hard to find, but use whatever works for you. And I'm just gonna dab my angled brush in there and just go right where we put that pomade. This is going to set down our brows. You can skip this step if you want, but if you want brows that are going to last a long time, this is a really helpful tip. Just as you would set down your foundation and concealer with powder, if you're using cream products on your eyes, you want to do the same thing. And the reason why I keep this concealer here is to kind of act as a barrier so we don't mess up what we already carved out. You could do the powder and then carve out your brows, but I find that if you do that, sometimes the powder gets a little smudgy. So I like to do it this way, because I feel like I get a more precise look. And now I'm just gonna go in with my finger, and the concealer dried down really nicely, so I really don't have to spread it out everywhere. It just kind of sets into place, and I also get a really full coverage look. Okay, so last step, I'm going in with a brow gel. This is my Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer in Deep Brown. I really like the brush on this, and I really like this product. It has tint and fibers to it, so it really adds some nice fullness to your brows. If you just like your brows the way they are and you want to just set them down, I would use a clear brow gel. You don't even really have to do this step because the soap will make your brows stay in place and keep the product on there, but I like to add a little bit of extra reinforcement because it doesn't hurt, and this also adds color, volume, everything like that. So I'm just going to go in and brush this through the brows very lightly. I'm actually almost out of this. I need to get more. I forgot to mention that if you want to carve up top of your brows, you can do that. I don't do that because I like to leave the tops of mine natural. I feel like it gives me a more natural look, makes them look less Sharpie carved out, you know? Makes them look less Instagram brow. But if you wanted to do that, totally go ahead and do that. The next thing I would do is do my eye makeup, and I would set down all of the concealer right there with a matte powder, typically like a skin tone powder, so everything just sets, and then I would go in and highlight my brow bone later if I wanted to do that. Okay, so that is the final brow look, you guys. So that is it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys like it. Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let me know if you learned anything from this video, if you liked the tips in this video, and yeah, I will be doing an empties video soon. For those of you that voted for empties, do not worry, that's still gonna come. This just came first. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Mwah. Bye.